YouTube, what's poppin', man? We back at it again with another reaction. Hey, man, y'all have to wrap it up, bruh. I want to know down in the comments how many of y'all have dated or would date a stripper.
Oh, hell no! Hell no! Whoa!
I know I would never in my life. Personal reasons, personal preference, respect it. Boy, I only been to a strip club one time. Literally one time in my whole 31 years of living. While I was in the military in Jacksonville, Florida, there's a strip club called Wacko. I paid $20 to get in. That was the only money I spent that night. If you know, you know. I got a homie who used to get girls from this particular strip club. We call him Raw Dog Jamal.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
If you know, you know. We're gonna get right into this video, man. It's a crazy one, man. Buckle up.
So I was working at this club in Alabama, and there was this couple.
I sped it up because it's a long story.
I was going out there every weekend from, at the time, Mississippi. At the time, just like any other regulars, I didn't pay no mind. I just tried to get in where I could fit in. All the dancers would flock to them as soon as they came into the club. So I knew they were somebody. They never raised the red flag because most of the dancers there, they were from there. So I really didn't think too much of it. One thing I did notice is that they would pick the same girls over and over again. It was never like the new dancers like me that would be, you know, invited into their section. It used to get to me, but I got over it because I started making my own money and my own customers. I had a homegirl that I had put on to this specific club. I already could tell that she was down for anything, if you know what I mean. So anytime she would get requested to do dances, we wouldn't partner up. I would just kind of let her do her own thing. I never really, you know, thought about it too much. I always knew she was good. Hell, we were adults. So there comes this time where I see this really popular rapper at the time. He walks through the door and everybody goes crazy. So I'm already...
Is it just me, or every time you hear like these little story time videos, it's always about a popular rapper? Of course, they're not gonna say who the rapper is, but at least give us something like a region, age, height, skin tone, something. You know what I'm saying?
So I was really trying to get my ducks in a row and start making a plan, because if you know, you know, on a good night, you gotta be strategic when it comes to being a dancer, because if not, you'll miss out on the money. So I started seeing more people walk through the door, and it's like crowds of people at this time. Everybody's spending hella money. I see people go get $2,000, $3,000 at a time. And at this point, I know it's time to partner up. So of course, I go get my homegirl. I'm looking for her. I'm like, you know, texting her phone. Where you at, girl? Where you at? Come to find out she was in the parking lot taking a smoke break. So I waited on her to get dressed, and I just continued to dance for the party that I was dancing for at the time. So she comes back into the dressing room, and she's getting dressed. She's putting her clothes back on. And I could tell that baby girl is drunk, okay? Drunk out her mind. That wasn't unusual for us because, I mean, we're dancers. We get drunk all the time. But she was like a little more wasted than usual. I'm back on the floor. My name was called to get on stage. So I got on stage. I did my little 1-2. And I think I made like $300-$400 on my stage set. Soon after I got off the stage, the DJ tells me to meet him at the DJ booth. DJ booth, he basically tells me that this couple wants to see me in VIP. VIPs can be anywhere, but this specific one, it was like in the back, ducked off. You couldn't get in, you couldn't get out like without authorization. So it was cool, but it was ghetto. It was ghetto. I go to VIP. I give them my name. As I give them my phone, I could see my homegirl coming from the back. She wants to dance with me for this section. Now, y'all, it was so crazy because I was literally getting like the gut feeling to kind of like be like, nah, I'm okay. Like, you know, you don't have to dance for everybody that invites you to dance for them. So I kind of told my friend, like, girl, what you think? You think they got money? I was trying to deter her from actually wanting to dance, but me asking her more questions made her more anxious to want to dance for them. So I let her dance for the couple. It's what it is. If she needs me, she knows where to find me, whatever. Plus, I didn't see them going there with like a lot of ones. So I didn't think they were going to really do too much or throw that much money. I do see her come out when she's done doing her 3 songs. 3 songs is the minimum when you're doing VIP.
Bro, this makeup, it's witchcraft, bro.
It's time to stop! No more!
Bro, they turn into a whole nother person, bro. I don't get it, bro. I got a question. If you a 10 with makeup, what are you without your makeup? We got to cut this out. Y'all do not look the same without y'all makeup. Stop it.
Finished doing those 3 songs, and I saw that she had a little, you know, just a little money on. But what surprised me was even after she gave the dance, they still wanted me to dance for them. It's like they weren't taking no for an answer at this point. So what did I go do? I went and danced for him. It was only the male. It wasn't even the couple. It was just the husband or boyfriend or whatever. He was a grown behind man. And sometimes what these men want you to do, they want you to just listen. I used to get paid the most money just to listen to people talk. Men, pastors, teachers, just to talk about their relationships.
Whoa. She just say pastors?
Men, pastors, teachers, just to talk about their relationship.
That's crazy, bro. She said she got paid the most money to listen to pastors about their relationship. What Future say?
It's an evil world we live in.
Crazy, bro.
And you guys, what I was taught through this conversation, mind blowing. This man proceeded to tell me how him and his wife would come to the strip club to fish. At the time, of course, I did not know what fishing was. I had no idea. I kind of just, if I had to guess, I thought it was something similar to like picking up random men at like a bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that's what fishing was. But no, he was intoxicated, probably off of some pills, so it was easier for me to get this conversation out of him. But I really think it was God, y'all. I really think it was God. He proceeded to tell me that him and his wife only come.
Sit your dumb ass down.
To the strip club because he has herpes and his wife will not him. He told me that he wanted to have a party with me and my friend, but he saw in my eyes that I wasn't trying to do that. Y'all, when he said he saw in my eyes that I wasn't that type of person, I felt chills through my body.
First off, you are aware that you have the Nestle Crunch. Your wife is aware that you have the Nestle Crunch. And y'all go to the strip club together to give out the Nestle Crunch bumps to everybody else.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
It's wicked, bro. This is wicked, bro.
All I could think about, you guys, was the fact that my friend had just danced for them right before me. I don't even think he knew what he had just told me. Like, I don't even think he was aware.
Of course, he high off the pill.
Admitted to me. I proceeded to act like everything was still cool after he told me that because, I mean, you just come into the strip club for entertainment, right? Like, you didn't really come here tonight planning on fishing, did you? That I seen him here, so I already knew he had gotten plenty of girls. And when I walked back to that dressing room, I saw my friend putting back on her underwear. I already knew the damage was done.
So it's a part two. So what she just said, she walked back to the dressing room. Her friend was putting on her drawers. Oh, that's crazy work. He was definitely fishing. I don't know why you would think that he wasn't. He told you the truth. He told you what he was doing.
I just told you.
Okay, so we're about to get into part two after she found out that a friend probably just got the Nestle Crunch bumps for free.
So I go in the dressing room. I see her pulling up her underwear, and immediately this girl is pissed at me because I wouldn't say she like full-blown attacked me, but verbally, yes. She was saying all the craziest things that I think she probably just wanted to say and probably was too scared to say. This girl knows that I am not confrontational, and I think a lot of people prey on that in the strip world industry because they look at you as a weak target if you're not confrontational. So when I was hearing her say all these things about me to my face, it kind of like struck a nerve. So before I could even get a word out, the girl that she was into it with comes into the dressing room is being so petty, y'all. Like when you're indirect and you're talking loud and you want the person that you're talking about to know that you're talking about them. It was that kind of situation. And I just didn't feel the right time to tell her was while she was intoxicated, for one. For two, like I said, the damage was already done. Baby girl had already done what she wanted to do. I see some comments where people are mad at me for not telling her right away, when it's crazy that y'all are not mad at a grown-ass woman for having raw with a man, person, whatever that she didn't know. These are the repercussions of having...
No. I'm not finna let you get away with that. No, this is supposed to be your friend. I don't care if y'all just acquaintances or, you know what I'm saying, just co-workers. This is supposed to be your girl. Like, this is your partner that you brought to dance with you for this couple. This is not her first time giving it up. Raw dog with one of the clients. So you knew the possibility. So, of course, you were supposed to tell her. I don't care. No, I don't care. About to trigger me, bro. That's tough. She's wrong for sure. But y'all are strippers. Whatever.
With people you don't know. Now clock it. So the girl that she's getting into it with at the time yells out, "That's why you're raw," to people with... When I say my mouth hit...
Wait. So you had to tell the other girl. Because how would she know? You see what I'm saying? How would the other girl know that she was raw dogging the Nestle Crunch Bar? And she don't know herself. Like 2 + 2 is 4. So you didn't tell the girl that was doing it, but you told somebody else. So how would she know?
Floor, my mouth hit the floor. Because how am I not the only one that knows this? Like, how am I not the only one that knows this? Obviously, I'm thinking I'm knowing a dark, deep secret, you know.
Oh, so the other girl already
Some
knew.
of these dancers already know what they're getting themselves into, and they don't care. Before y'all try to come at me for not telling her right away, like I said, the damage was already done, and I meant just that. Girl goes out the dressing room crying, mad, drunk, sad, threats, rage, tantrums. When you lay down with dogs, what do you come back with? Fleas. So like I said again, was I wrong for not telling her
Yes.
right away? Or was she wrong for doing what she did in the first place?
Both. What's not clicking? Both of y'all are wrong. You should have told her initially, immediately, and she shouldn't have been doing what she was doing.
I let some time blow over because, like I said, she was mad at me for her own reasons, but I also know that it was the alcohol, and I knew not to take it, too personal, even though my feelings were hurt at the time. Also, I actually stopped dancing at that club. I moved around to a different city and state and decided to dance elsewhere just to kind of let that blow over. Fast forward, I hit her up because I didn't hear from her after some months, and asked her how she was, asked her how was her child because she had kids, and she was about 6 months postpartum from having her last one at the time. So I just wanted to, do a little check. She then told me that I could come over so we could talk about the last time we had seen each other and the last time that we had worked, just kind of have a civilized moment of going over everything that was said, done, all of that. Pull up to her house, y'all. She opens the door, she lets me in. We have some champagne. Gotta love the champagne.
I wouldn't be drinking not one thing.
So we already getting off on a good start. It's good vibes, nothing crazy.
I wouldn't sit down,
but
nothing.
Off the bat, I could tell that something was like different about her, like her demeanor. I don't know, you can kind of tell when something's off with somebody, So y'all, I swear, as soon as I put that glass of champagne to my mouth, the first question she asked me was, so how long did you know? Okay? Damn near spit the champagne out, y'all, because I already knew what she was talking about. And honestly, that was the main reason I came. I said, knew what? And she was like, that the customer at the club was intentionally giving girls, herpes. So I told her that I had just found out literally during the dance. And, my next question was, are you okay? So she doesn't know. She said she had been going through testing and that it will take a minute for it to show up in her system. If so, the doctor gave her, I think like a pill to take for a couple hours or something that will lessen the chance of her getting it. But she felt like she lost a friend because I didn't tell her. The things that she said to me hurt my feelings. Just because I wasn't available at the time doesn't mean I was less than a friend. When she had went in the first place to dance for the customers first, it was, it was above me at that point. I can't save anybody that's grown and willing.
I understand. And if she let him crash before you even knew the story, then yeah, I get that. That's a whole different thing. But still, like, give her a heads up. Once you find out, let her know. Am I wrong for thinking she wrong for not letting her know as soon as she found out? For her to go over there, have drinks with her, they were friends. So I wasn't wrong about that. She said that she lost a friend. So yes, you should have told her immediately. Wow, bro.
And we discussed how we both could have been better friends in the situation. And that I think the emotions was just high. Things for sure, two things for certain. She really did not want to take accountability of her going in that room by herself and doing what she did. But at the end of the day, I honestly don't believe that she ever stopped doing what she's doing. I mean,
Of course not.
and I don't understand why she felt the way she felt about me not being there for her. But like I said before, we're
You're
grown
her
men.
friend.
This day, she still dances in Alabama and Atlanta. She did end up getting hooked on drugs really bad, and me and her drifted apart after some time. So I don't really know where she is in life right now. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care, because even though I did forgive her at the time, the things that she said to me in that dressing room stuck with me forever. And I also did try to reach out to her before I made the video intentionally to not,
Whatever happened to just
not
lip
hurt
gloss?
anybody's feelings or ruffle any feathers. But I do think she changed her number or has a new number, because like I said, all these stories, y'all, this is from years ago. But I do wish her the best, most definitely. And I knew from then, I learned a lesson that day, and that was to just continue to be myself. Never let anybody peer pressure me into anything that I didn't want to do. And to always go with my instincts, go with my gut. Because if I was that type of girl, not bashing anybody that does, but my life would be in risk. And I never been that type of person. She brought up was that I think I'm better than everybody else. She said that in the dressing room because I don't do all of that. And also I did come out with like hundreds. Like I came back in the dressing room with hundreds in my hand just from talking to that guy. Had nothing else to do, just straight talking. But also make sure you're around the right people that will praise you and not try to push you down the wrong path.
You a stripper. You already down the wrong path.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
was that?
I'm sorry,
I'm confused. I'm missing something, bro. One of the gears up here is going that way and it's supposed to be going this way. I don't get it. Do you think she was wrong? Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Comment, like, subscribe. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, no.